Okay, so you guys might have seen an edit I did a while ago, but I reposted recently. Let me just find it for you real quick. So the concept is fractals, and I'm just gonna look it up on Twitter because I posted it recently. Right, so it's like a little short story with a ship that does a spill. It goes into a fractal pattern, which when the notification pops up, there we go, and starts turning things into fractals. So I'm thinking we can kind of follow this up. It freaked a lot of people out, I understand, because fractals are kind of weird, like mathematical concepts. So I'm thinking like a little bit more fractal horror might be fun. Fractal fish, indeed. Thank you, Ghost Kaiju. And roll knock. So this was a fun one to do. It was from a few months ago, and I used a plugin which I still have installed for fractals. So I'm thinking we can kind of continue this little thread just from this original spill, right? And as you might have seen, what I have here on screen is a hurricane. The idea is a hurricane just happens to pass through when this spill is happening, somehow picks up some of the fractal juice and kind of spins it into the atmosphere. And it's kind of like fractal apocalypse. That's the concept, okay? Fractal apocalypse. Universe breaking apart. We do this in the Grim Expedition Twitter. What's Grim Expedition? Feel free to sell it a little bit in chat. Math is the most horrifying thing, indeed. Just found your stuff today. Oh, thank you. Very happy you enjoyed. It's a full-on 2005 horror movie right there. It definitely is. Mental Flower, thank you for the follow. And Ender Dwonk, thank you too. So, continuation of this fractal story. A hurricane picks up the fractal juice, the hurricane becomes fractal itself, of course, and then like do a series of edits that kind of continue this train and turn more and more things into fractals until at the very end, like you have human, like fractal looking humans. If that makes any sense. That Hellkite, oh thank you. It was kind of okay. Let me pull up the Photoshop for that. That was a fun one to do, a thermal image. Itzel, hey, how are you doing? Gentle Cube, Aladdin Horror, Gamer with a Blanket, Teeny Tacos, Robo Berry Pie, Old Black Oni Girl. Thank you, Oni Girl. Thank you for that subscription. I was even faster than the notifications. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Doing fine. Okay, so this is the thermal image that Trevor was mentioning. This is for a creature called Hellkite, which is a kind of cryptid we made up in we just brainstormed with a bunch of people in Discord server, and it's kind of open to the public. Anyone can make a cryptid picture of this kind. The idea was to make like sort of believable cryptid evidence, stuff that you could see in a like YouTube video talking about, oh, the evidence for this cryptid. Remind me to save. I still haven't started anything, but I can save this. Just gonna save it as hurricane.psd. I'll find it. Gotta draw it eventually. That would be cool. Got a lot of cool evidence so far. I made 3 of them, plus a small drawing. Still got the church image. Yes. The church one was fun. I'll show you the rest of the Hellkite things. So the original here was this, right? Then I kind of drew a shape, and this is all drawn. I didn't get any animal images or anything for this. I kind of just winged it. I drew it, and then I took like textures from the other parts of the picture and kind of applied them. It was a bit of a mess, but it was fun to make. I try to find. It's got a lot of layers here.
Emboscada!
Oh, got a sister and a dog.
Emboscada!
Hold on.
Ambush!
It's puppet time. Hey everybody, this is Kawa. She's our new little dog. She's 3 months old and she's the cutest thing ever. Say hi. Here. Hi.
La cuidas tú, ¿vale?
Sí, déjala aquí. And this is my sister Carolina, which you can't see. There she is. She's gonna be here sleeping right next to me. Hope she doesn't go too crazy. And that's a lot of follows. Gosh, I've completely lost the train of follows. Just thank you everybody for following. It's because of the dogs. That's my sister. It is. Hey Quid. It took me a while to realize the Gaussian blur wasn't a thing. Oh yes, that's a notification I made. It was fun to make. Everybody gets hidden by the Gaussian blur. Everything on this stream is kind of modeled after Photoshop, since I always work in Photoshop. It just made sense for me. Okay. So here's how I made this whole thing. This whole mess. Let me just group it up. So you can see before. Okay. So hold on, there's also some inversion going on. Gosh, it's a mess. I'll just explain it just explain it myself. I basically made a gradient map. So it made this gradient map on the picture, and then painted below it the parts that should be hot as white and the parts that should be cold as black. And as you can see, if I just remove this layer mask, you can see that this is what I drew. It looks messy as hell, but once you apply it, it makes sense. That's the idea, basically, without going into way too much detail. You're all here for the puppy. That is exactly correct. Hey A3s, hope you're doing well. Yeah, this was a fun one to make. Let me show you some more Hellkites. So the first Hellkite I made was supposed to be like a play on the surgeon's picture of Nessie, of the Loch Ness Monster. So it's reading it because it's a pretty large document, so it'll take a minute. It was a play on the Nessie picture, so it was supposed to be like something that's really small, really blurry, and that a skeptic could easily say, oh, that's just a kite that someone made in that shape. Okay, so that's a close-up, and the original, like a little YouTube circle, is here. It's kind of like blurry in the background. And, oh, okay. Which is fine. And then I made like a super grainy newspaper looking picture. And yeah, that's all a play on this, on the surgeon's photograph. Nessie. This one. So that was another bit of Hellkite evidence I did. Thank you everybody for those follows. I really can't keep up. Hey Watchful, hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's like the first, and here's the newspaper. That's like the first evidence of Hellkite in the 30s or something. So we kind of made a slightly different version of the name, made up a whole article here. Well, a bit of an article. I didn't write the whole thing because it was just like a little bit of flavor. About a small town in Iowa, in Grundy County, Iowa. Just picked a random place. And what's the other Hellkite evidence we did? Oh, Mexico. Oh, this one was a collaboration with a few people. Quinn, who's here on chat, hey, made the text. I made this picture. And Tom, which you might know as Wi-Fi Failure on Twitter, made these drawings. So it's all about this guy during the Mexican Revolution, 1911. This group of soldiers finds this Hellkite, takes a picture with it, just moves on. Doesn't care too much about it. But this one guy gets obsessed with it. Subscription. Pruder Chip. Thank you so much for that subscription. I really appreciate it. So the drawings are fantastic and are really what makes the whole thing. I'm really proud of the picture, how it came out too. And they kind of complement each other. And then the text is here. It's not going to read the whole thing. I made a Spanish version just to complement it all. I'll put up a link if you guys want to read it. Hold on. Should be fairly easy to find. We got a moment here with all the Hellkite evidence. Here you can see well, actually, I'll just copy this into chat. And you can see what everybody made. This was from a few months ago, but anyone can make, like, there's no, like, time limit. You can make Hellkite pictures whenever, wherever. It's just a fun little project with no rules. Here's the one I showed today. It's another one who made like a very blurry cell phone type picture. Oh, this one was really impressive, because if you look at it like that, you say, oh, this person like actually printed the picture and put it next to an album to make it look more realistic. I was like, damn, that's. Here's the Hellkite. That's impressive. But then he shared this process, and that's honestly very cool. Twitter compression is a bit annoying here, but it's a very complicated composite. Look at all the pictures he's mixing there. Just for the one Hellkite, just like dedication. Really, here's the drawing. And then, instead of printing it, he actually composited onto the... I didn't even notice. It's so seamless. Like, check that out, the reflections and everything. Just composited on there. Really stumped me with this one, because it wasn't anyone I know either. Just like an apparently random guy. Really cool. There we go. Oh, that was you asking for the Twitch. Glad you made it here, and thanks for the subscription. It is I, the Jazziest Bones. Oh, hey Jazz Bones. It is very clever. He only has 175 followers. Oh, and yeah, it doesn't post art at all. It's like random out of nowhere. But yeah, we got a lot of cool Hellkite evidence. This one was made by Rounder House, who you may know. So a little cracking egg, and the Hellkite just whizzing through the camera, passing through. Another account you should go follow is Rounder House. You're here, hey Rounder. Quinn! Thank you for that gift stub. Who did you give it to? TV! Congrats. There you go. Got a gift stub for you. It's really generous of you, Quinn. Anyway, Hellkite, I completely digressed from my original topic because we started talking about Hellkite. It was a very fun project and is still a very fun project. I haven't done anything for it in a while, but I did this one little... Oh, you're crying. I don't know, just walking around. This dog. I did do this... Hold on. Where is it? I did this like webcam picture when Trevor and a bunch more folks were doing these pictures with some webcam account from California, and I added a Hellkite here. This one is completely drawn too. It was a fun one to draw. I drew like camouflage, like what the Hellkite probably imagines the camouflage would look like. And this metal railings, kind of like it has learned and adapt to this urban setting. I don't know, I thought it would be fun. There you go, you got this little brush icon next to your name right now. It's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, just time to shield the Discord, guys. This Discord is where Hellkite was made or created, conceptualized. Here in the UCR archives, you scroll up, you can find all the Hellkite things. And actually, the icon right now is Hellkite inspired. And talking about what Polycoria here saying in chat, there's a place called Sacrificial Altar, where people can put pictures that you just let other people use. So if you wanna, I don't know, put a cryptid or a monster, or just use other pictures in general, just have a nice little place with a ton of creepy pictures. Like, look at this cool creepy basement, for example, would be a prime place for a cryptid. These are all free to use. Just check, like, if the one who posted it said if there's any special permissions, like maybe attribution or something. In general, people post it without specifying anything, in which case, just feel free to use it. There's a link to the Discord if you do this. Yeah, feel free to join. It's a very nice place. Oh well. Oh. There it is. It appeared. Took a minute. Let's go into the Twitter account of public access webcam shots. Oh, send me that picture, that account. Seems like it could be useful. When I get my gaming computer, will play Minecraft with me. Sure, we could play Minecraft. Could play it on the Discord. It would be a fun little group activity. Anyway, that's Hellkite. Not gonna bore you too much with it. Already said enough. Dog is crying. What's up with her? Okay, give me a minute. I'll just go check on the dog. Be right back. So this little girl, who's a scoundrel, somehow managed to get behind a barrier that we put up for her, and she was crying on the other side. Let me in again. She could get in, but not out somehow. You look. Oh, she wants to go. She doesn't want to be here. There we go. Down to her little spots. Yeah, it's like a nice bed here. Here. Anyway, sorry for the distraction. Queen spamming curse words. Damn you. Yeah. Kinda liked to answer, but you can't post links. I generally brave it through the spam because I find it nice to let people use links. Nice. CCTV cameras. That sounds cool. I'm gonna check it out. Thank you. Sneaky pup, definitely. Little crime girl. She's so cute though. She can't do wrong, ever. Okay, so this is pretty simple edit, really. After all this running around and talking and getting distracted, this should be a fairly easy thing to do. I got 2 pictures. We may do the 2 of them, if it's easy enough. We'll see. For now, let's do the upfront one. It should be the most straightforward one to do. Now she's biting on the wood off the table. Crime girl. Okay, let's do a little selection then. I think the best way to select this hurricane should be color range. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, so with color range, you can just select every area of color. And you decide. And I think I'm gonna go with this. Reduce the fuzziness just a little so it doesn't catch a lot of blue from the water. And, okay. So, gonna do this. This is just the background. And this here is just the selected hurricane, right? So we can move it around. The idea is to first remove any extraneous stuff. So I'm just gonna hide what's below it. I am going to remove all the little. There we go. Got lots of little white dots all around, which I'm just gonna take care of manually. Should be easy enough. Oh, how old is she? She's 3 months old. Just a little puppy. It's a Dachshund or Wiener dog, I think it's called, typically in English. You'll look and watch. Oh, enjoy the movie. And lurking. Thank you, Prince Dips. Sausage, yeah, little sausage girl. Thank you, Spiri. And there's been so many follows that I've missed. Just thank you, everybody. That's really kind of everybody. I don't know how many it's been, but I'm guessing a lot of it was Trevor's retweet. So thanks for that. Really cool. And hey, sound off if you're completely new here and you have no idea what's going on. You just click the link and said, whatever, let's try. Remember to save, thank you. Okay. And you can see when I do it, because the Control S pops up in the corner. Okay then, what's this little... Why is there a space here? I think it's just the background. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of noise. Okay, there's this Florida area I don't want to have here. I'm wondering how to get rid of it. I'm wondering how to get rid of Florida, guys. Can you help me? Okay, Britta, thank you. Thank you very much. Exactly, twerking Lambo. Well, if you have no idea who I am, you might be confused. What the hell am I doing? I'm gonna be doing a fractal cloud. And this is... I think just go back here. Right, here. It's based on this edit I did a little while ago. With a ship that capsizes and drops or spills an unspecified liquid. We don't know what the hell is in there, but the thing is, it causes a spill that looks like a fractal pattern, and strangely, weird fishes start appearing in the area the months following that. We're gonna kind of continue this story and keep pulling the string, right, and expanding this fractalization story with a hurricane. So the hurricane picks up the fractal juice, which is, I guess, the now official name for this. Picks up the fractal juice, gets fractalified itself, and just spreads it into the atmosphere. So we're gonna have like a sort of apocalyptic, everything turning into fractals thing, very reminiscent of Uzumaki, which you might know as Junji Ito's manga, which a small village gets consumed by the idea of a spiral. Really interesting. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite horror things ever. So yeah, hello to everyone who's new here. I do Photoshop. Florida has no rights. Damn. Coming in with a strong accusations here. We don't need Florida. Damn. Could desaturate the whole pic and then manually light up the area. That's what I was thinking about, exactly. Just take all the green and remove it. Although that might take care of the... remove the blue there too, so I'm just gonna select the greens and remove those. And also lighten them up. Okay, still not there, but it's only greens. Okay, no matter. We will add some layers on top. We'll get some of these blues, because it looks white on a dark background, but there's a lot of blues in here. Uzumaki is great, it's amazing. Jade shirt, cool. I want to get one too. As a Florida resident, I would prefer Fractal Florida. Thank you so much, Green. Have a great day or night. Okay, so we're gonna do a color layer. We're just gonna get some of those blues on here. That already does a lot to hide the land. And I want to hide the land because I just want to isolate the cloud. I don't want to get any of the land mass, because that's... I'm gonna just be warping the cloud a lot. So if I get land masses below that, it's just gonna look weird. Reminds me of Annihilation also. Yeah, definitely. I got a lot of Annihilation comments under that. I definitely did. Not a lot of Uzumaki comments, actually. Thinking about it. Interesting. I totally should. Oh, cool. Fractalization of Florida, man. Not even God could stop them. Very scary concept. Actually, scarier than anything I'm gonna make. Okay, so there's something strange with the pixels here, and I'm wondering if there's also transparency. Yes, there definitely is. Okay, so we're gonna be doing something. We just copied the layer. We're gonna get... There we go. We're gonna get just some clean clouds from another part of the... another area. and we're just going to apply them here. There we go. Just gonna soften this up a little bit, and I think we're good. We're golden. What else? Is there any other land masses? There's this. Like a soul. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Still so many people following. Thank you, folks. Really appreciate that. Fractal Gator. I'd like. So I'm definitely gonna do more animals after this one. If I don't know how long or how far I'll take this series, but I wanted to explore this concept more. It's just fun. And we'll see where it gets us. We might do it more of not as serious or as thorough of a series as the bugs I'm doing, which is like my main series. If you guys want to read them, you can check out the Twitter link below, and you'll see in the pinned tweet you got a link. So that series I'm doing is about giant bugs all throughout history and throughout the world. And I'm kind of going very thorough with it, because eventually I want to try to publish it somehow. I have no idea, like self-published or Zin or I don't know. I want to do something with it though. But this one is just for us, just for fun. Fractal manatee. Religion bugs. I'm so glad people enjoyed that one. I was kind of afraid that since there's no actual big bugs in that one, people wouldn't like it. But the reception's been great to that. And it's already been a few months ago, and I still haven't done the next one. But I'll show you a little sneak peek, because I'm doing some traditional art for it. It's not going to be as interesting as the others, because there's no Photoshop really. It's more of a traditional art thing with some handwritten notes and diagrams. It's gonna be fun, but so I did this this drawing of the larva of the pupa, and I'm working on the other ones. I'm doing this, for example. I'm doing this. I gotta finish it. This beetle one, just gonna be the adults, and we're gonna have like a drawing of each stage and some notes. They'll like maybe textbook style text saying like pointing to every part, stuff like that, and some kind of more. We've done the more religious take on these bugs. Now we're gonna do an attempt at scientific description of them to kind of contrast it. That's the idea with this installment. How to have prints? I got a print shop open. I don't know if I have too many bugs on there right now, because I'm kind of keeping them for the eventual publishing. But I do have a lot of my other edits on the print store. You also have a link down below if I recall correctly. If there isn't, I'll just drop one in chat. Right now, remember to save. I will. Thank you. This is a print one, and there's also a merch one. I have one like small collection of merch. I kind of did to test things, but since it did well, especially lately, when reposting these, since it's been doing well, I'm gonna do a second collection. I'm gonna try to do more, I don't know, more interesting stuff. We'll see. For now, it's kind of on the back burner. because I want to do a Patreon. I am working on a Patreon. It's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be live within the next week. I'm working on the video, but I got everything more or less sorted out. So the idea behind the Patreon is I send everybody, at least starting with a tier, I send everybody a postcard every month. And the postcards are gonna look something like, let me find them. Postcards are gonna look something like these ones. It's based on my edits, but with a little touch of old school postcards. Some more involved, some a little bit more direct, like small prints. And the back of every postcard is gonna have little like mysteries or things to solve. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but it's gonna be fun. That's the idea, at least. Okay, so we got a simple layer of this hurricane, and now I'm just gonna plug it into our plugin. So I'm gonna center it. I'm going to go to filter. Remember where it was, Fractal. And you'll see this very ugly interface, but don't get mistaken. It's a pretty powerful one. Okay, so the idea here is image and black background. Okay. There we go, we're starting to get something cool. Gonna zoom in and reduce the number of iteration to something manageable, like 10 or something. Right, it's starting to look cool. Fun fact, bugs can suffer fractal-ish mutations because of the segments. Oh, interesting, bugs from Chernobyl. Haven't heard of that one. I'll definitely look it up. Thank you so much, Prince. Okay, so this thing is a very powerful plugin, and it basically serves as a base for what we're doing. So we can do different types of fractals here. This is Mandelbrot's set, which is the most classic one, and we've already done that for the spill. What? When did that pop up? Anyway, must have pressed on something. I think we're gonna do Julia's set for this one, though. Right, we'll center it. And it's all about trying to find the number of iterations that'll work here. And for this, it has a lot of empty space, so it'll generate with a lot of empty space, which I don't love. So we'll try and fill up some of that space, maybe by mirroring it, doing something like this, and seeing if that works better. Why not? Could work better. Right, we will merge it, or actually, the one that's on top, just gonna put it on. I'm just gonna put it on normal. We're gonna erase some of the edge here, so they kind of fit together a little bit better. And there's no weird artifacts. There we go. That looks good. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting that Patreon ready. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little bit of storytelling with it, with the postcards, a little bit of lore. I don't know. some kind of ARG-ish elements. It's kinda, I always wanted to make something like ARG related, so it's a little opportunity to kind of stretch those muscles, I guess. Okay, we're gonna try this with Fractus. Gonna zoom in here. Okay, this might be better. So we'll reduce the iterations. See if we can get something good looking. And if we can't, we might just... Don't really know what these other things do. Oh, power. Okay, okay, this is making different shapes, which could be interesting. Thank you for the follow. God, that's a very complicated name. CMR. Just gonna call you like that. Okay, this one of the problems is it kind of stretches the center. You'll get weird things like this, but you can fix that in post. So, oh, there we go, it's the tablet that's doing this weird. Okay, so we need to put it in 2. Let's try tricorn, maybe? Tricorn really stretches it. Really stretches it, though. With no vowels. Thank you. Really appreciate that. We're doing some fractals. As you can see, we're kind of fighting these very strange fractal plugin. It works well, though. It's worked well in the past. Oh, these are fun. These are inverse versions of other fractals. They do some fun stuff. Inverse Mandelbrot is pretty cool. Let's go back to the original Mandelbrot. We need to shift it like this. There we go. Blend between multiple fractal passes. Yeah, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Seeing that we don't get any like straight off the bat perfect results, and they kind of have a lot of empty space between them. What's my favorite fractal pattern? It's got to be the Julia set. And I love how it looks. Out of the like classic 2D ones. The Dragon Spiral is very cool too. I agree. I wanted to do something with the Dragon Spiral, but it's got to be something like linear. Honestly, maybe one of the stories is it starts raining down and it starts falling on cables, electricity cables, and they start getting fractalized, so their lengths become like approaches infinite, and electricity just can't go through, and there's blackouts everywhere. I thought that would be fun, and we could do like cables just hanging, but in very strange like dragon fractal patterns. Oh, that could be fun. Don't know how many iterations to go. I want one that's fairly solid for the base. That's so here Mandelbrot with 6 iterations works pretty well. Like it does a trick. Doesn't look too Mandelbrot-y, but if that's a word, but it could do. We're here. I don't know how many iterations we should go with. Okay, let's try power of 3. Here. Oh, that looks like nothing. 4. There we go. This could be more fun. It's not giving me really pretty results, though. Okay, so I think we're gonna iterate between different versions of this Julia set with the at the 4th power. So what I'll do for now is I'm gonna copy this. I'm just gonna do it several times over and maybe combine them. See how that looks. Okay, so we're here. That's the one I was going to use. So just press OK. Tell medical facts. Okay, hold on. Let me give you guys a medical fact. Okay. During the 19th century, there's been a lot of medical fads and quacks throughout history, right? But during the 19th century, there were a lot of popular tonics that helped your overall health and that claimed to cure everything. Well, a lot of them had lead and mercury, which were thought to be like good for your health. So a lot of people suffered from lead and mercury poisoning due to that, and it is theorized, we're not exactly sure, but it's theorized that it might have played a hand in the death of an American president called Andrew Jackson. Don't know a lot about him, but I've read that. Just thought that was fun. I love some medical history. Okay, and I put it against a black background because it's just easy to do screen and just put it against anything. Oh, this is not very strong, but it'll do. Anyway, back to our simple background. We will center this a little bit. We will just do Ctrl A to select the whole canvas, and we will put it in the center. That way we can just center everything to the same place, and it should look alright. There we go. Yeah, a lot of the facts I got on here are historical medical facts. Malified people. Yeah, that's a rough one. Oh, they had a lot of alcohol in them. They were mostly alcohol, sometimes cocaine. So people loved them for some reason. Who would have thought? Oh god. There were some wild times in medicine. Okay, so we're just gonna look for something that complements that and that maybe covers these areas. Maybe this? That looks good. Oh, this one is good. So let's do that. Okay, that kind of works. So let's put it in screen. Yeah, it's gonna be good, I think. Just make it smaller. And fit them together. Oh, I need to put a snap here. Okay. I'll just make things easier. There we go. Okay, this is starting to look like something. Is that Holonic music? Yeah, it was right before. I got a playlist for Twitch music, or like music that Twitch more or less accepts. And it's mostly like video game stuff, stuff that's been specifically permitted for Twitch. I got, if you do exclamation point Spotify, I think it'll give you the playlist. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Dark Coyote, for that follow. Okay, let's do Fractus again. Did I copy the layer? I did. Okay, another one then. I'd like something that covers this. Ask and you shall receive. I think that one should work fairly well. Okay, I think 7 worked the best. Let's check others. Yeah, 7 is the best here. So 7, okay. Give it a second. Remind me to save. Thank you. Just putting this here. Control A. Okay, it's centered. So we'll put it on screen, and this is already starting to look like something, isn't it? Actually, I think this should look good. This covers every spot I was missing. I'm wondering if there's a lot of overlap that I can maybe reduce. Yeah, I think there might be. Especially around some areas. Okay, so. On Fall of Boy. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe reduce it in some areas. This is for a more readable edge, mostly. I don't mind that it's exactly symmetrical. Yeah, it's fractals and it's mathematics, but I don't mind that there's a little bit of chaos in it too. Like the fish, it's not a perfect fractal. It's just readable enough as one. We don't have mathematical eyes either, so I think it'll be good. Okay, that's good. Then, as you can see, one of the bad things about this very good plugin I'm using, called Fractus, is some areas just turn into grey mush. That fucking VTuber mode. VTuber mode is this webcam disappears for the rest of the stream and I turn into a VTuber or virtual YouTuber. I set it up maybe a couple of months or so ago, so I'd have to remember or remind myself how it works, like how to activate it. But if I recall correctly, it wasn't that hard. I made like an avatar in 3D and stuff. It's pretty cool. UFO party. Oh yeah. Thank you for the follow. Cool name too. Okay, this is our fractal hurricane. How does it look? It's all putting his points where his mouth is. Arforzan. Thank you. Okay, so we got these 3 layers, and then we got the original Well, the original hurricane is this. And then we got this, which is just a mirrored version of it. I think I'm gonna copy just the original without the mirror. I'm gonna apply the center on here. I think it's looking fairly good, right? It's readable as a fractal, isn't it? So I obviously want the eye of the hurricane, which will make it readable as a hurricane as well. Hey, thanks for that cheer.
Thank you for streaming.
No problem. I love that. I always forget that the text-to-speech thing is in Spanish. Just because I like the accent it does. Thank you for streaming. Okay, for folks that don't know me and who haven't read the description yet, don't spoil yourselves. Where do you think I'm from? Just judging from my accent. If you already know it, you can't respond. Let's put some smaller eyes of the hurricane. Want some small ones here too. Oh, you're going Scandinavian. Interesting. Ireland, but you've been in England for too long. Do you think I have a native accent? That's crazy. I'm not from any English-speaking country. It's a tip I'm going to give you. Got a lot of wide range of guesses. Okay, I'm gonna spill the beans. I'm from Spain. The D-Quad had the right answer. The winner today. But I find it funny that a lot of people said Scandinavia, or even like English-speaking countries. I am from Spain, but I'm very much a night owl, so don't be surprised if you see me streaming or tweeting or anything at 5 AM for me. Could totally be from Norway. Well, there is a very Norwegian accent, though. I couldn't do it, because I can't do accents, except for mine. Okay, so all these little eyes of the hurricane. Just gonna group them up, merge them. I'm gonna add some color to them because they look very white in areas that are very blue. So it's kind of clashing a bit for me. I'm just gonna add some blue. Thank you, Digivices Squad. But I clearly do have an accent. It's just very hard to pinpoint for people, which I've discovered by streaming. Because some family history here. I'm from Spain. I've lived in Spain all my life. But my mother is French, and I got a lot of family in France. So I got taught French from birth as well. So I guess somehow the mixing of those two, when I learned English, like the accent didn't really know where to put itself, so it kind of went somewhere in the middle. I'd say I have a mix of French and Spanish accents. Plus just my own intonation, which I just do S's really weird. I've always done it weird. Okay, I'm just gonna put this on top, and it's gonna fill up some other textures that I don't like. There are some texture areas that just don't work very well. That's a very, very long name. Obsidian Blackbird McKnight. Thank you. Okay, more wonky areas here, definitely. It's the same thing as the center, which, as you can see here, kind of does the same thing there, and there's a little gray star that doesn't look very nice. Just gonna fill that up. Some random clouds, and do the same thing on the others. Here. And here. Oh, we run out of cloud. Gotta make another one. Just gonna pick this area. It's slightly more interesting. Okay, I'm also gonna pick this. It's gonna make it smaller. So there's a little bit more texture there. Thank you, Obsidian. Afternoon from the US. Good night from Spain. Okay, we got a pretty decent looking fractal hurricane. Pretty cool. I'm happy with this. How this one looks. Now we just gotta put it over a satellite image. Okay, we're gonna do another. Just gonna group all of these and do color. I'm gonna do another color pass because there's a lot of weird areas like this. Kind of pick a kind of a green tonality. I want it to look more or less equal all around. Doesn't have to be perfect, but and I want to leave some inconsistencies. I'm just not gonna put just a bucket and paint it like that, because then it looks flat and boring. I want to paint some areas that looked just a little bit weird to me, like this. Where did the idea come from? So here, just got it open here. It's from an edit I did in November. We posted it the other day, that's why it's March here. So there's this ship that capsizes, and some unidentified liquid spills into the ocean, doing a weird fractal pattern. And strangely, some fishes start popping up with weird malformations on the following months. And yeah, they're starting to get like fractalified. So the idea is to continue that story with a hurricane that picks up this fractal juice, kind of spins it into the atmosphere, and it sets off a apocalyptic scale fractalization of the world. I don't know. I thought it could be fun. I've never done something so high stakes. Like, at this point already, we're very far off from the real world. I always try to do things that are grounded, that you could like potentially find, and this is just gonna go off the wall, but I like that. It's gonna be fun. Not my usual tone in that aspect, but gonna enjoy it anyway. Okay, 2 options here. We can put it over the existing picture, right? Just put it on top of this, and maybe just reduce some of the original clouds of the hurricane to make it more clear. Or we can find a clean picture with only a few clouds and just mash them together. I'd like to get a clean slate of this where we can see Florida better. Since if I'm going to erase this, this should be seen more clearly. So maybe I can mix them up with a different one. Colorado space vibes, yeah, definitely. How did you come up with the story before you started? For this one specifically, I came up with it months ago. It was my first. I did the Fractal thing. I really enjoyed it, and I just noted down a bunch of ideas that I thought could be fun for expanding this story in my notes, in my phone notes. I got a lot of phone notes with ideas like that. But the original idea comes from one of those monthly tags called Erevember. So I'm just gonna pop him up here. Erevember, which was made by another great artist called Fluff Hips. I'm just gonna link their stuff on here because they're very cool artists. And this was back in November 2020. It was basically a bunch of eerie and strange kind of mystery prompts. I really enjoyed doing this one. Crash Panda, thank you. So I didn't get to do all of them because I didn't have a lot of time in November. Hopefully by next year I'll be able to do way more. And Division, thank you for that follow too. Do you need more satellite photos? Ooh, NASA. NASA has usually allows usage of their pictures. Since they're a government agency, they gotta release things in the public domain. Maybe not 100%, but we'll see. For example, let's just open one and see. Maybe they have some like general things. That's just NASA Gov. Oh, visible Earth. There we go. Filter, maybe. Like, I assume it's all public domain. Image use policy. There we go. Except with where copyright is indicated. Great. We're good. Just wanted to make sure. I know that NASA usually just releases everything, so I wasn't too worried, but I always like to make sure. You guys could use images like that, especially if you're gonna make it anything commercial out of them. I mean, you're gonna sell them as prints or whatever. Make damn sure that you're using copyright-free images or things under Creative Commons, where you only have to attributes and say who took the original picture, something like that. A fractal shape remuneration of birds. That is very good. And I'm gonna note it down if you don't mind. Okay, let's look for Florida. Oh, these are very small. Okay, we got a clean slate of Florida here. I wish I could see it better. I don't like this tiny search. Venice. Get good. Thank you for the follow. Photos of other planets, which is super cool. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Or actually, let me see. Do I have this one? I have it in my stock collection. I have a lot. Actually, I should be putting this in browser mode. A little bit prettier. Okay, Florida. We got this. Should be. Oh, is it this small? Yeah. That's not good. Not gonna be of any use. It's a thumbnail. Unless, let me see if I, no, it is very small. Let's go to Pickrell too. Look at that, maybe these ones could be useful. So these are reconstructed. As you can see, there's lines on the map. Like political lines. That's why it looks so clean. Rick Astley. Thank you for the follow. I'm always trying to shoot my own stuff. Yeah. Hitzel, can you shoot some aerial pictures of Florida for me? Sorry, not aerial. Satellite pictures. Do you have a satellite at home? Imagine being able to shoot your own pictures for this kind of thing, though. So these are specifically hurricane pictures. But since they all have the same feel, I think it might be good to use. To use like another one to just complete that part of Florida. Oh, I like the thermal vision. Is it something we can replicate? Yeah, that should be... That's probably gonna be hard as hell. To replicate that very specific thermal vision. So let's not try that. We already did one thermal thing today. Get about it. Dream that I had, if the dream is good. That is MH370. Hey! How are you doing, sub? What's going on in here, Shumao? We are doing fractal things. And here we go. Got a fractal hurricane ready to go. We just need to place it in the world. Doing good. Doing some fractal hurricanes, as you can see. Hell yeah. So we're looking for good pictures to put it on. Because this is the original we got it from. We just cut up the fractal, then did a symmetrical thing and turned it into fractals using some plugins. We combined a few different ones actually. You can see it's this one, it's this one, here, and then some manual retouching. There we go. Category infinite, I love that. Weather balloon can do 40 kilometers. Well, get yourself a weather balloon, Hitzel. What are you waiting for? Have some ideas of how it could be done. I mean, we could do like a gradient map. That's the easiest way to do that. Right, and maybe add some right here, some, what else? Yeah, it's just this. Hold on, maybe I have they're not a full rainbow one. Anyway. With a little bit of this, it should be like passably good. It's kind of manual tweaking with it. Most of it is blue, too deep blue. Okay. So we're not going more than blue. Alright, so this could be like the thermal version of it, with some manual tweaking. Is that what you were thinking of, Aethris? We can leave this one for the end. For now, we're gonna put it on the background, and I think once it's like, well, once everything is put in place, we can do this better. I'll keep the graded map though, since it's more or less workable. I was thinking of a different way. Well, let me know if you think the idea is applicable, and we might give it a try. Okay, you know what? Let's try this. Alright, we got this. We can just like fit the center together. Or even kind of pull it to the side. Okay. Put the middle in here. Turn it around a little. Maybe do just a little bit of warping there in the corners, so it's not like so perfect. It's gonna be too obvious if I just put like a perfect fractal on there. It's gonna be slightly askew. Right, I think it can work over here. I think we need to reduce the area below it so the edge is more clear though. This is what finally takes Florida out. Oh, you missed the joke before where I said we had to delete Florida. Shumal is from Florida, so you would have enjoyed that. Okay, so this part here should be fairly easy to reduce to get us a better edge, because it's just water. It's just water. It's just water, guys. Neodrome. Thank you. Bye, Florida. Oh yeah, Florida is gonna be like ground zero for fractalization. Oh, that's a long paragraph. Let's sit a bag of plane. Everyone frozen in place. That's a pretty cool dream. I don't know how it could be translated into a picture though. Would be better for a piece of writing, in my opinion. I'm sure if you pop into the Discord and pitch it to people, someone might take the idea and run with it. Think of the video with that anti-masker dude chasing the Grim Reaper and yelling. What's that video? Put it on the Discord, please. I want to see it later. Okay, so I'm just using some green from other places to kind of fill up Florida. More or less. It doesn't have to be perfect. $500 for the weather balloon. I mean, I would justify that if I got $500 back from doing the edits. I wish though. I wish I could. And more hurricanes to the hurricane. Yeah, sure, Aethers. That'll work too. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of color on here. I know I added some blues, but I'm now seeing the edge clouds on here, and they look way more white than what I'm making here. So just adding some color to the edges, or removing it actually. It is making some weird stuff to the background. Or clouds to just fill up the whole screen with clouds. Screw it all. Okay, I'm obviously also gonna have to add some blurring, because as you can see, the detail here is much less than the detail here. Yeah, that would make sense. I should blur it up a little. And sharpen the background too. That could help. Kind of like areas like this, where there's some kind of darker base cloud. Because as you can see here, it kind of looks more 3D. It looks more real. Because there's like a base the clouds are sitting on. So I'm gonna try to replicate a little bit of that down here, because it looks very flat. It looks like just a thin crust of clouds without any depth to them. You have to find the camera again. Oh yeah, true. Oh god. 200 kilometers away. That sucks. Hope they got it back. Well, I guess they got it back since that's the story and not just they lost it. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of sharpening. D-dot or D-dot. Thank you. Okay, so here we're gonna filter. We're going to... Okay, first up, we're gonna go to neural filters. We're gonna try one of those fancy new AI things. Just remove JPEG artifacts. Let's put it in medium and see what it does. It might slow down my camera. I'm watching the preview right now. It's lagging. Because this takes like a lot of internet from me. It's taking a minute though. Hope the result is good. Would host a hurricane party for the incoming. Just accept your fates. Somebody you know will be close enough to the camera to pick it up. Yeah, and if you put a GPS on there, should hopefully get it back. There we go. Gosh, that took a minute. And it works well. It reduces some of the artifacts. Oh, little dog is going away. She's going to go sleep. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, say goodbye to her. She's going to bed. Bye. Dog time. %75% of the VTuber thing complete. Guys are scaring me. Okay, so we did that neural filter. Just gonna apply it. Because sometimes if you add more filters on top, it just messes things up in weird ways. Thank you, Athens Stars. Zoom out. Oh boy, did you guys raise it? Oh god. I guess VTuber mode is a thing. I wasn't expecting to get it that quick. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second. Okay. Just have this in the background for a minute while I get things ready. Because I gotta like turn off my camera, turn it on again, and open the thing. So don't worry, I'm still here in the background. Okay, hoping this works. Because I haven't tested this in a while. Okay. Oh no, it's not tracking me. It's not tracking my face. Hold on. I think I gotta restart the thing. You guys asked for this. It is entirely on you. For some reason the camera is not tracking me though. Toggling face tracking on and off. This shit is resisting me. Doesn't want to work. Damn it. Damn ye. Somehow messing with my camera. I might have to just do it for next stream. Because for some reason it doesn't want to work right now. Hold on. I'd have a last minute fix. That could work, maybe. Thank you, Jarvie Pie, for putting up with me. Oh, someone bought a t-shirt. I don't know if you were on stream, but if you are, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, this might work now. Okay, let's see. Let's try this. Yes, it is working. Haha. Okay, guys, I got it working. So after a while. Okay, you guys are ready? You guys are ready to see my VTuber persona? Hello. Here I am. I got some bug pincers and bug eyes. It was fun to make. Sorry it took a while to transition this whole thing. It was hard, and also it's got this expression setting thing that it's apparently not working very well. So I'll just turn that thing off. Hold on. I think I gotta go to the settings here. You guys can see this, alright? Sorry for that. Expression. There you go. Just turn this off. There we go. Now it shouldn't do weird things. Anyway, VTuber mode. You guys got it. You guys asked for it. Hope you enjoy my little persona here. It's even got a shirt with my logo on it. It is a little bit disturbing. But it was pretty fun. I made it with, if you guys want to try it out, I made the avatar with something that's called Vroid Studio. I'm just gonna type it in chat. This is for making the avatar, and then for tracking it's this. And it works well, as you guys can see. It has that weird tracking expression thing, which I don't really get, because you gotta like calibrate it. And as you can see at the beginning, it kind of went wild all over. But it tracks the face very well, and even the little hair. It goes side to side. Pretty cute. Now I'm a real bug man. This actual bug man, Eduardo, coming in today. Not about your feature. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna use little bits and pieces of the clouds here to kind of cover the lower area, if that makes sense. Reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul. It does have that feel a little bit. You can't make anything but anime looking guys in here. Also, the beard I had to draw manually because it doesn't have options for that. Really Beard phobic. Personal attack to me. Yeah, it's mostly like a cute anime girl maker. But if you can stretch it enough, you can make things like this. Like the eyes I just made in Photoshop and applied them as textures to the inside of the eyes. They move a little bit, but they're mostly like static because they're like just a texture. VTuber. We're all ghouls here. I'm gonna recover some of the cloud covering here. Okay, I kind of hid things a little bit, so I don't know if it looks less like a fractal now. Is it less apparent? Have calculus early in the morning. Good luck. That sucks. Have a good night and good luck in calculus. Calculus? However that's pronounced. Start of the mathematicopolis. I like that word. It's too hard to pronounce for me though. You know what's bothering me? This area here. Okay. I'm gonna try to remove it. Or at least partly. See if it looks better. Yeah, that's good. So I just realized this is not tracking. How do you reset position? There we go. Yeah, I already forgot how to control this. I know there's a key macro, but got it already. Because I made this, what? Maybe 2 months ago now? Something like that. Whoa, this is messy. We'll have to play around with that if we do the what's that? The thermal view. That's very hard to read. Anyway, how's that for our fractal? I kind of want to do another picture. It's like just this. It's kind of not enough. Doesn't feel complete. We need something else. Okay, 2 options here. Option 1 is a second view, kind of from the side, but of the same object. Maybe we can do a little bit of a different type of fractal, kind of like it's morphing between them. That could be a thing. Option 2 is getting some pictures from the ground of like real weather events and overlay maybe some fractals in the sky so it kind of looks a bit trippy. How's that? We'd need to find a good picture for that. I kind of like the second option more, as long as we find something good. Okay, K3 new. Thank you for the thought. The ground could be fun. It's very dependent on the picture though. So let's just go here and just look for hurricane and see what we can find. Right, something that like this, that looks like windy and messy. Not the aftermath, because I want to have the... I want to have like the original... Oh, sorry. Like this. Oh, that doesn't work. Of course. I have the VTuber thing on. Yeah, it's gonna have to be like this. Yeah, pictures of the aftermath... not that fun, because first I don't want to play on human tragedy too much, and it's very desolate. I want to get like the moment. Like a picture that looks really windy and... oh, this messed up. Whoa. Those fishing boats. That is wild. Images before tornadoes. Yeah, that could be fun. It could be what we need. A lot of it is Katrina. But that makes sense. It was really strong and really well documented. Let's see. This could work too, if we change the sky though. Or this. See, I kind of want one with where the camera is at least partly pointed at the sky. This one's very good. Let's try this, right? I think it's a very cool picture. Okay. Let's find it on here. There it is. By the way, since you guys unlocked the VTuber mode, from now on it's... I'm just gonna put it as a normal reward. I don't know how expensive I'll make it, but it's gonna be like, turn into a VTuber for the rest of the stream. Or for a limited time, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but... that is the idea. Yeah, that could do it. Okay, let's do this. And merge everything together. Put it on screen. And then we just need to find the area of the sky and just apply it there. With color range, it should be doable. Okay, so I want to do localized color clusters. There we go. That should get us the whole sky. Hopefully. So first thing we're gonna do is find a storm sky or something that we can put on there. Also need to close down a lot of things. Oh, this is very good. If it wasn't that old. Oh, if it wasn't that tiny either. Well, that's bolts that get caught in fractal wave shrink to them. Love that. Okay, let's look for storm, maybe. That's a cool picture, but too old, obviously. Storm. That looks very cool. I know it's not like an actual picture, but it's like something like this, but more modern. Ocarina of Time, yeah. It's a remix, it's not the... Is that how the Bermuda Triangle works? I like that. Storm Sky, maybe? Rough skies. That could work. Greeny. Or Granny. However that is. Hello. As you can see, I've been turned into a VTuber. Terrible, terrible news. Okay, maybe this, but I also kind of like this. Dark sky, it's just not very usable. Need to become a VTuber too. I hear it's pretty expensive to get yourself a rig, which I mean makes sense. Oh look, this is good. This might actually be better. Yeah. It's not a very large image. I'm not a furry, but I'm a kind of furry. Hand-drawn stick figure. There's gosh, let me see if I can find it. Because I know I posted it. Oh, it's here. I posted it to the resources channel on here. There we go. This here. So like a very simple program where you can just set. You can draw your own like thumbnails for speaking, for blinking, and kind of puts everything together. If you just want like a simple avatar like that, it should do the trick. That is not a very good picture for the sky. This side has just tiny pictures. This one, it should do the trick. Let's hope. Okay, let's try to move this up a little. Okay, that should serve as a better base, I hope. I think we just need to shift the edge and feather it a little. There we go. Not great. But with some manual tweaking. Okay. I think we can use the same cloud here, just not mess it up too much, and just use some of the fractal patterns from it. I think I'll do it twice, and give it a second. It's pretty large at this point. Oh god, 33 gigs. I hope you have a beefy computer, because that sounds like it could break a lot of computers, including mine, probably. See, this file is 2 gigabytes right now. Trying to friend you on Discord. So they're... oh, sorry for the noise. So they are getting to Discord. We're not safe anywhere. Oh, I understand why it took a while to edit. It's just very large. Very large images. Yeah. We'll play with it. So... just gonna do a little bit of a perspective thing. Or warp them like this, and hopefully make them look a bit better. Sirit!
Swag.
Thank you for the sub. For the continued sub. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, mate. As you can see, we're doing fractal clouds. This, by the way, just for people who are jumping in later, we are continuing a story, which just get a quick link to it. There we go. A story about this ship, which capsizes in the ocean and spills some weird fractal fluid into the ocean, and some weird fishes start appearing. Well, this is kind of the continuation of this, where the fractal juice gets pulled up by a cloud, turned into a hurricane, which becomes fractal itself, and spreads all the fractal madness all over the world. And we're gonna be having some fun with fractals in the future, but for now this is like kind of the second part of the story. So, what we've done before, hold on, there, and there. We've done like the aerial view of this fractal hurricane, And we're now just going back down to the ground and doing this. Doing the ground view. Heading off to become a clean man. Okay, you have a good one. Thank you for sticking around and for chatting. Exceeded the Photoshop large file format. Oh, the PSB for it. I didn't know it even had limits. Someone loves Fractal. I do. Yeah, I love the horror of math. There's so much to be done with them too. With like mathematical concepts and horror. It is severely unexplored. Okay, so this is bright. This is a bright one. Oh, I just noticed some things. I need to clean these up. Stiff Crepper. Thank you for the follow. Cleaning up some of that. Here. There we go. Beautiful selection. I love it when it goes this well. Okay, I want to try other styles. Instead of screen, maybe overlay or something. But for that, I gotta do blend if. What about Fractal Butterfly? I was thinking like fractal wings. That could be fun. Anyway, yeah, bye, Polly. Math can suck sometimes. It can. It can also turn into deadly weather events. Trying to find a good mode for this. Something negative like this could be fun. It kind of looks like a toxic cloud of some sort. It's very cool. Divide. Knitted for the medical engineering. Oh, it's true, you were doing that. Sorry for you. F's in the chat for Hitzel, who has to do math. Those differential equations, please don't talk to me about that. Ugh. Okay, how about that for the fractal clouds? Just something that feels a little bit sci-fi, magical, kind of Annihilation vibes too. Maybe a little bit of gradient map on that. Not this one though. Okay, hold on. Gonna copy this. I'm gonna turn it into smart objects. And okay. There. Okay, we got a nice selection. And now we can do a graded map on it. There we go. Something maybe iridescent. Something to give us some funky colors on that. I want to see how you remove the tree halos. Yeah, I'm gonna get to some of those. I did already do a few of them. I want something that's not so pastel. This one's pretty cool. There we go, something to add that little bit of weird color. Kind of like the spill here. It has that oily, kind of iridescent color. So that's what I want to go for. A little bit of some greens too. Some greens, some blues, like deeper blues. We're doing matrix stuff. Is there an automatic tool for tree halos? Is it? I don't know. If there is, I don't know about it. How about that for colors? Annihilation, definitely. Big inspiration there. Okay, we got. So I did a simple, really shitty trick, which is just go in with a brush and paint some of them over. But ooh, that is no good. The other option is going in here, slightly shifting it like this. Doing some feathering too. And hoping for the best. Oop, here. It helped a little bit. Not great, but... I mean, right here, this is the... it's more the byproduct of me changing the sky, right? Because the original is here. And it gets kind of low quality at this point, so when I selected the sky out, this was just a byproduct of it. Yeah, I'm working under the sky, so I'm kind of working on the already masked thing, in a way. It's kind of inverted, but yeah, makes sense anyway. Okay, I want to add a little bit of glow to the sky, maybe a gradient in overlay. Just a normal layer. Overlay. Do a little gradient like this. Maybe attack it in areas with a circle. I just have a little bit of haze over the background. It looks actually pretty good. Like the image itself, I can look that up. Let's see. Where is the original? It's not it. Did up with a lot of tabs open. Here. Well, 2005. This is Katrina. thechaselancaster.com. Thank you for the follow. Oh, what if I remove this from the graded map? Oof, no. Okay, I want to do a different second graded map. And, ooh, that is ugly. I wanna select this and invert it. Or hold on. Let's Control I on here. There we go. Okay. So I want to just gradient the other part of the sky. See if we can do something cool with it. Is that working? No, hold on, I gotta redo that. Now that should work. Kind of affecting the rest. Iridescence, let's see. Did this and reverse. Nah, don't love it. Might just do this, invert, layer mask. Good quality for 2005. Yeah, it's decent. I guess it depends on who took it. If it was a professional photographer, then it would make sense. It's adding dashes of pink, adding Some green. Bit orange. I don't know. Playing around. Yeah, that's not bad. Kinda looks weird when I do weird movements with the VTuber. I was stretching there, but the arms don't move, so. The blend diff trick on this layer. It wouldn't do much since the background is very regular. Oh, there's something that yeah. There we go. Okay. To woe me. Thank you for the follow. Oh, maybe on this? Yeah, we could try that. Actually, it should be the other. It's not doing a lot. Oh, because the fractals are on divide. So it's just kind of messing with the dividing. I don't know, it's doing weird things. I could just do a manual color. But I don't want to blend them like this white parts too much. Because I want to make it I want to make it clear from the edge that it is a fractal. Okay. We can do this and kind of blend it with a pink. Goggles and hazmat weather, definitely. Although be careful when the crystal structures in your goggles turn into fractals and suddenly turns opaque and you can't see a thing. I guess. I don't know a lot about crystals, but sounds like something that could happen. Anyway, we got a lot of psychedelic colors in the background, in the sky here. So I want to add some of that to the ground itself. Just gonna do color and kind of paint and see how it looks. Why not? Let's get some colors. Gonna mess things up a little bit. Gonna reduce the opacity later, but just want to kind of paint over things. Okay, let's do hue at a low opacity. And then color. Stay underground weather. Well, I guess at least until the dirt starts turning into fractals too. There's no escaping this. Okay, I want to do some like top level edits. Just edit the whole thing a little bit. Oh. Is it? I did a weird thing, I guess. No, Control Shift A, no. This. There we go. Hey, Eduardo VTuber. Yeah, it just got unlocked in this very stream. It was kind of a community goal where everybody put points into it, and it finally got unlocked. Okay, color mixer or basic. Let's go basic first. Just increase the vibrance. Go a little bit purple and blue with the temperature. I think I'm gonna underexpose it a little bit to kind of go with a dark day vibe. Like, this is a thick cloud cover and it's not letting too much light through. Okay, Dickwood. Thanks for sticking around. Hope to see you later. Okay, this also needs some color grading, I think. Methinks. Some blues and greens. We're going psychedelic here anyway, so play around with it a little. Captain Stormfront, thank you. How's that? My eyes have been very burned by colors, so I kind of gotta look away, close my eyes a little bit, and see how the colors look. Okay, this is pretty good. It's pretty good, I think. Let me know if I went like too weird or too far with the colors. Let's add a little bit of grain to hopefully help sharpen things up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, weird is what we're going for, I guess. If this is a kicking off event for something that is turning everything into fractals, I guess that's the right feel. Remind me to save. Thank you. I can't do it right now because I'm on camera raw, but I will. Look at that. Look at the difference here. Pretty cool. Pretty psychedelic. What if the tree leaves are fractals? Maybe not in this one, because it's like just getting here. And I don't imagine it as an immediate thing where you get the fractal juice on you and you immediately turn into a fractal, but like as a slow transformation kind of thing. So I want to do 3 fractals at some point. I think I noted that down in my Tree fractals. Didn't note it down, but I had thought about it. And thank you, Angie Pangie. So I want to do some like effects of the fractal on animals, plants, and stuff in a later one. So that's something we're definitely gonna get to. Where can you do that in Camera Raw? Itzel? I don't know if it'll do anything here, but just to check. Where should it be? Calibration? No. Let me know where to find that. I think it's optics. Optics. The fringe that is it, right? Yeah, it doesn't do anything on here because it's already been pretty blasted off and kind of blurred a little bit too. It's actually adding some green here. Yeah. So it's good to know. Not really useful on this, but good to know. That is what you were thinking of, right? The fringe thing. Good job, Camera. Yeah. It is one of my favorite tools. Yeah, as far as this one goes, I think we're good. Let's see. Group things up a little bit because it's going to be a mess. Okay, so this is the sky, and that's the ground. Okay, so that's surface, let's call it. And for the other one, there we go. Okay, should we add a little bit of that? How do you say, like, iridescence thing to it? Could be fun, right? Let's get this graded map. And remove the layer mask. Add it on here. Okay, let's see. We're getting a lot of this. That's fair. It's most useful to you. It's also one of the most useful to me because it really helps with like the final colors and just like setting everything, putting everything together, if that makes sense. Okay, I want to go light blues. The pink is good. We're gonna want to go with a lighter blue like this one. And then let's see how we add this. Color, hue. See, I want to add it more like subtly. So So maybe hue is not that bad. Hue and then some manual color on top. Or say overlay maybe. Just get a few cool colors. Get ourselves a very light blue like this. Get ourselves kind of reddish pink. What else? Checking in on here, some of the common colors. It's definitely yellows. There's also some, I guess, like orange reds. Go a bit more red. Okay. I think it covers most of the colors on here. Purples. Like small fringes of purple and deep blue. Okay. Like deep purple. Put it close to the pink. And a very deep blue. Okay, that's very colorful. It is cloud type cloud. Let's kind of reduce that opacity. Just let some of those colors shine through a little bit. Give us a little touch of color to this. Yeah, I think I like the iridescent colors as a sort of visual aid, as a sort of shorthand for this is like the magic part, the fractal part. Like, apart from the fractal shapes themselves, I think it can help kind of create a more cohesive feel to it, let's say. Let's go with the whites a little bit with a very soft multiply. Okay, I also want to remove, there we go, manually some of the hue thing we did at the beginning. Make it more irregular. Yeah, a lot of annihilation vibes. I think Jeff Vandermeer got tagged so much in this posts in this one here. that he probably has seen it. Okay, how about that? This for the surface, and this for the aerial view. We do still have one important thing to do, at the very least, and it's signing this. We did a signature. We can't leave this without a signature, as I do way too often, because I just do it quickly and forget. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of new folks. Hey Muslo, thank you for the follow. For the new folks on here, I always sign my pictures. Well, not always. My main stuff at the very least. I always sign it by adding this symbol somewhere in the frame, like usually hidden in some way. So I gotta find a good way to do that. In either of these, or both even. So on here, we gotta. It is too small. Sprayed somewhere, maybe? The post. Even more, Rick. You'd hate to be in Florida when this goes down, definitely. Okay, I want to do. Yeah, I think that's. Because it looks cool here. I think that's definitely the way to go. We could A, spray it on the ground, B, remove this and spray it here, or C, just find another place. I think, Okay, so we're gonna hide this first. Gonna go to the background, and first things first, just gonna hide this. I think there's a pretty nice place, right? Just get a nice red like this, and something a bit brighter maybe. We do overlay, and get maybe something like pencil, yeah. I don't really love how I did it. It's looking a bit wonky. Retry. How's that? A bit brighter. maybe add a second overlay. Whoa. Just give it a little touch. Brick wall cleanup, yeah. I just did a very simple one because I was gonna be adding more stuff on top, so didn't bother too much. In all of it, sometimes I forget, especially with smaller things like this one's here, because I made these ones in like a couple days or a day, because it was supposed to be for this e-Remember thing where you make one every day. So for this one's, for the e-Remember ones, I think I mostly missed it in all of them. They're just smaller edits. But in my main things, yes. Like go look at the my main series, which you can find on here, just on the first tweets. It's always there, like the number, or let's see, where is it in this one? Is it, oh, here on the diary? Here on this guy's robe. Here it is on this box here, and also on the Soviet report. Here it's just signed where that's very small. Here, next to the number. Yeah, you can go look for him. Yeah, I always try to do it pretty discreetly. Because if it's an obvious watermark, people are just gonna erase it. So at least that way I know something of mine has prevailed. Okay, let's check the difference here. It's way brighter here, but I don't mind. That way it's a little bit more noticeable. Yeah, that looks decent. I don't think I'll add it here because it just, there's no good place to put it on. But what I will do is camera raw. Too distracted by the giant bugs. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go to color mixer here. I'm gonna increase most saturations except for blue. Doesn't do a lot, but whatever. Get a little bit of that good grain. Give it also a little bit of sharpening. The tree is all purple. Which one in the other picture? It's kind of messing with the blues in here in weird ways, but let's hue here and turn it into a less purplish blue. See that blue in the ground, in the water. I mean, it's a bit too deep. That should be alright. Okay, a little bit more interesting color-wise, hopefully. Still, I didn't want to stray away too much from a satellite picture, but still should be a little bit more purples here in the clouds. I don't know. Hopefully a bit better. Here, the tree is all purple. Which one though? This one? I guess it's a little bit dark. Should I bring back some greens on here? The green at the bottom looks a bit sudden to me. Here, right? One in front of the house to the left. Oh, here, this. This, I know the culprit of this, most likely. Here. No. It was just kind of dark. This one. Okay, I'm gonna go color. Get some greens and bring them back in some of these. I mean, this one's would have been green. They're already withered. It is the aftermath of a fractal cloud that is turning everything into fractals. Of this guy. A big fractal hurricane. Okay, this looks a bit sudden, someone said. It is, but it's kind of on purpose to kind of look like reflections of the sky, kind of strange and wobbly. If it looks very strange, I can fix that up though. Is this hue layer here? I can just do this. Hopefully that looks a bit better. Make some eggs. Enjoy those. It is egg time. It is that egg time of the year. Okay, let's see the difference. It's a little bit less sudden. We got not a lot of change in the trees, but I think that's just mainly due to just changes in the overall lighting, where everything is a little bit purple. So I think the trees kind of go with it. It doesn't bother me too much anyway, so I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, we got a signature. We got 2 pictures. Kinda doing signs with my hands, but you guys can't see those. I'm stupid. I forget I'm a VTuber. It's that VTuber kind of day. Okay. So we got 2 pictures. You got a little bit of a story. For those that don't know, it's gonna go with this. Yeah, just gonna put that in chat. It's a little short story. It's gonna be the second part to it. First is like a spill in the water. Then eventually that fractal water gets picked up into the atmosphere, just kind of thrown around everywhere by a hurricane. So yeah, fractal hurricane. We need a name for it. Hurricanes have names, right? Okay, what should we call our hurricane? Could be a fun little exercise. Hurricane what? Could name it after me. No, is it always female names? I forget. Lars. I like Lars. I know that at least at the time this kind of happens. Hold on. When is this happening? I think it's 2000 and something. Hurricane Valdevia. That could it can perfectly pass as a female name, so it's a bit too on the nose. 2006. Right. Hurricane names. See, on Fallow and stuff, they do have male names, but let's see, because I think until at some point they changed it to any name, but a list of hurricane names. Whoa. Okay. So since the 70s, it's been male names too. So we're good. We can do male names too. Larry. We got Larry, Lars. Yeah, they haven't picked out in advance, apparently. Here. Yeah. These are the ones for the next years. I think we're just gonna make one up, because if we take an actual hurricane, I don't know, kind of be weird. Like I'm taking a piece of history and changing things up. No, I prefer to make my own. Freaking Mandy, like Mandelbrot. That is very good. Oh yeah. Mandy, very good. You don't know this about says. Happy birthday. That's in November. Thanks, I guess. Okay, I like Mandy a lot. And I have another good one too. Julia. Because this specific fractal that we're using, this one here, it's called a Julia set. Which is kind of a derivative from a Mandelbrot set. But yeah, Julia is the name of a mathematician, or the surname of a mathematician, but it is also, in Spanish, a female name. So, it could work. Wikipedia states that Gottfried Leibniz was... Oh, interesting. Gottfried. I like that too. So Gottfried, Mandy, or Julia. I like them all. They're all good names, and they all have to do with the history and the mathematicians behind fractals. So kind of works, doesn't it? The big JGM. I think Julia is the more specific, like, to this specific fractal, because the original spill and where is it? Here. This is Mandelbrot's set, right? The second one we're doing today is Julia's set, so it would make more sense. So let's go with Julia, I think. I do like Gottfried and Mandy. I'll keep them for if I do weather events. I think I might do. I was thinking of also doing a tsunami, like a huge wave made fractal somehow. I couldn't think of a good way to do it, but if I find it, it could be nice. And that one could also have like named storm or something. So. Yeah, Julia is pretty common, right? It's not something you'd think twice about. What's the site that we're using for public domain photos? I'm using mostly one called Pickrel. Whoop, here, Pickrel. But do keep in mind that to find the better quality pictures, you can't. Here you can only download up to the medium. So to find the high quality pictures, you gotta go to the link here, like for example catalog archive, whatever. Copy this and paste it on the linked site, and you can find the original pretty quick. Here it is, and now you can download it full size. Okay, hold on, I got something for you, for everyone in chat. It's a big list of resources. Just gonna paste it in chat. Whoa. Get the link here, copy, there we go. Here you can find a bunch of different sites with different uses. Here you have Pickrel, among others. Plugins, phones, just stuff I use. Give it a look. New graphics for a news station, and they're always too cheap to shell for stock photos. Oh yeah, then you definitely, if you're just looking for general stock photos that you can use, go to the ones in the first part of the list, which are like Pixabay. These are all like free to use for commercial stuff. You also have Pixels is also pretty good, and Unsplash is quite good too. All have the same concept, like it's all free images to use. Unsplash is a little bit more artsy. You'll get more like the kind of pictures that you see on an Instagram profile. They're more, you have more filters, they're a bit more whimsical looking. They're not as utilitarian, but it's pretty good if you're just looking for something quick that looks decent. If you want more like just generally useful base images that just don't have anything too fancy to them, Pixabay is your place. Hell yeah, I'm glad it helps some of you guys. You guys got a bunch of resources in the Discord too. Just gonna put up a link for the folks that aren't on there. It's a general Discord for anything horror art. But if you go here to the library, it's called Forbidden Library. You got a bunch of resources you can use just for all types of arts, streaming resources. If you go up here, there's a folder with a bunch of paper textures. Here, I'll just open it. Like newspapers, paper stains, dust, Polaroids, film grain, burnt paper. It's like pretty useful stuff. I use it all the time. So yeah, you might find a use for it too. Just closing down some of these because goddamn, it's a lot of tabs. Doing red down from camera research. Oh, cool. Feel free to, if you want to just make it a public thing, feel free to drop it into the Discord. Some people, I know some people do photography there, so they might find it useful. Came for the art, stayed pilfered. Resources. No, it's not pilfering, it's people sharing them. Thank you, Trash Panda. I know you can use some CC, like some subtitle extensions. I don't know if I have to install them myself, though. I know that there's some that create subtitles, so I don't know. I could look into it. Should be pretty nice to make it more accessible. Anyway, yeah, we got a couple good pictures. I think we can. It's a bit late to post them today, but we can like prepare a little paragraph or something. Just gonna save these two as JPEGs. Get that. 11 should be fine. Satellite. There we go. Let's do a little writing, like micro-fiction kind of writing, where it has to fit into a tweet or two. It's always more fun like that. So like we need a date. It's something 2006. Hold on, just find the original post. July 2006. When is hurricane season? June through November. Okay, we're good. This is July, so we could say like 23rd July. Could say like a bit like a month later, maybe, or 2 months later. Just like give it time to spread through the water and kind of get picked up into the skies. July, like something September, 15th September, right? 15th September 2006. I'm just writing the month down because I know people get, Americans and Europeans will get confused with different types of date formats. So yeah, screw that. Thank you. I really enjoyed making that fish. In 2006, hurricane. Hold on. Strange hurricane. Sorry for the keyboard noises. My mic is right above my keyboard, so just gonna put it a little bit higher up, so hopefully y'all pick up so much. Strange hurricane. Dubbed Julia. I'll just, I won't put the dates because it's not something that happens in a day. The US East Coast. Talking about fractal patterns and strange colors, I kind of cementing that these two are kind of interlinked somehow, like this fractal substance has that iridescent quality to it. And I did strange too, and iridescent colors. Yeah, surprise expert. This is surprise meteorologist, right? That's how you say it. I think maybe we should hint a little bit towards the facts, towards like the effects it's going to have over everything, right? Like objects and people, or people objects and organisms subjected to its develop some strange symptoms, something like that. Flora and fauna, like not getting into humans yet, just letting people guess, because it's gonna, this series is gonna get to humans at some point. So the idea of kind of hinting at it, but not leaving it too clear. Trying to let people guess. Begin developing. Unprecedented or odd. I'm wondering if I should complete this with maybe like one animal or something. Something that gets affected by it. Get a third picture in the mix. Or even... I'll just save this for now. Even get some weird things in this picture itself. Even Ivan, thank you. There's not a lot of space here to just do crazy stuff with these trees. Maybe we could put something on the ground here. Like dead animal with some strange roofs or something. Gotta weigh my options here. Fractal tortoise. I don't know how to pronounce that. Could be fun. Some like Florida animals. Save this, by the way. Okay, if we did animals, I think we should start with something pretty simple. Like a dog or something. Mushroom? Mushroom is cool. Mushrooms would be pretty cool. Alligator, fractal scale pattern. Yeah, I think I would go with something mild. Wouldn't go with the same like full-on transformation like this fish, which has been there for months under the fractal water. This would be like milder thing, or like teasing at the concept of something weird and fractal going on about that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm wondering if I should either add it on here, like maybe a dog here. It's kind of lying down, and we can see like some hints of fractalization. It's my very good dog. Or just get a whole new picture. I think whole new picture is going to be easier. Well, the fractal butterfly would go well there. And fractal plants would be pretty nice too. I want to do something special, like one story by itself about fractal plants. I'm kind of do a few different ones though. And mushrooms and stuff. Hot milk. Thank you for that, fella. I think I'll go animal for this one. I still want to have like something to give that eerie feeling, because I think we're not quite reaching it with this. It's just a weird looking weather pattern. It would be nice to have like something like with a bit of a punch to finish a story. Something to just like bring it home. I think butterfly is gonna be it. Birds would be nice as kind of like a flock of birds doing a fractal pattern would be very cool. So I think I'll do butterflies. but that is gonna be in like about 2 minutes, because I'm gonna do a very quick break just to go to the bathroom and stuff. So just stay with me for a minute and I'll be back. I'll turn off the VTuber because it's just gonna spasm, I think, when I leave. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Hello, I am back. I forgot I was a VTuber. For today at least. I don't know, how expensive in terms of points should I make the VTuber thing? Because it could be like a fun once in a while thing. I don't think I'd do it super frequently though. This is just our name nodes. I'll just skip it in case I forget. Okay, animals. Dead birds, butterflies. I like butterflies. I think we're gonna do that. It's pretty aesthetic too. Okay, let's go with... I think I saved this one. Okay, butterfly. Butterfly is already like pretty fractal too. I like this one's blue morpho. Yeah. Largest butterflies in the world. Nice. Oh, it's flicker. This one is gonna be hard to find because flicker is very large. But I do commercial use, and it should be somewhere there. Let's see, I want to find that one that doesn't have attribution. It's pretty rare that I can do a whole edit with 0 pictures that need attribution, which often just means a cleaner way to post it. I still like to attribute things like in the website and stuff, but at least that way on social media I don't have to, every time I post it, get the... God, it's gotta be somewhere here. It's rare that it happens though. Maybe no restrictions. It should help out. There it is. Found it. Public domain. Hell yeah. Not the biggest. It's one less point for you. It's not a bad quality though. Not bad. I don't want to push it up. There we go. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna take an individual wing. I'm gonna cut it out. And I'm gonna hopefully be able to fractal that. Try to get the edge more or less correct. It's a little bit broken already too, which I don't mind at all. The nitty-gritty is not that important. I just want to get more or less a decent cut. Okay. Gotta do Control J to separate that from its background. Hold on. Turn it into a smart object. Undo the whole perspective warping, and hopefully I can turn that into a fractal. We will see. Okay. I think we're going to continue the Julia set and this same kind of set too. That's not really helping at all. It's pretty much all empty space. I don't love that. Okay, let's do a little thing. Let's flip this. Merge. And hopefully that'll look a little bit better. Let's see. Hold on, let me copy this. Control J. Still not great. So the fact that it's mostly empty space kind of messes with things. Okay, what if I filled up that empty space with just some texture like that, and then did and this. Let's see if that works. Just experimenting a little. Okay, so this fills out the whole thing, which is not a bad thing. Just doesn't do it in a very good way. Maybe if I just trying to find ways to fill out the space. That looks as natural as possible. I don't mess with things too much. Something like this. Looking less and less like a wing, but hopefully it'll work. Okay. I think that's the best one yet. It's still not very, very good. Okay, one is not bad. Two is fairly decent. Okay, what if I... reduce that to a just normal Julia set? That works better. Regular Julia set works way better. We've still got a messed up middle and messed up parts here and here. But it is much better than what we were doing before, so I'll take that any day. Okay. So the idea is to take maybe half of this set. Yeah, I cut it somewhere down the middle, like so. Just get one half of it. Kinda stitch that to the regular wing. Maybe a vertical flip. How about something like that? Okay, and a question. Should we do that to just one wing or to both wings? Thank you, Abraham Lincoln. Out of curiosity, how many of you are here because of Trevor's retweet? And how many are here just many other plays from Discord or mine on Twitter? Or just Twitch? Fractaling is a slow process, maybe one wing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kind of a slow, progressive thing. Discord, is that the exclamation mark works the other way, like this. You also got links to everything down below. I'm pointing down, but I realized the VTuber doesn't. Hard to get used to this. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. But you were trying to do the command. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Let's do something on the other wing, but kind of irregular. Right, let's get a different bit of the fractal, like this. Flip that. There we go. Something like that for the top part. Hey, who got a sweatshirt? You're here, thank you. Still got people getting merch from that one viral tweet. That's impressive. I was very, very lucky to have the good idea of posting my merch link when I posted that tweet before it got viral, because it's been very good. It sold very well. That was a completely random move that really paid off. How about that? Kind of asymmetrical, weird. What if I just get this closer? Okay, this could be less apparent, a little bit more subtle. Okay, this definitely needs a Gaussian blur too. So, just gonna do that. Up to here, I think. And then just remove it a little bit from here. How about that? Is this like just weird enough? I will zoom in on it a little bit. Don't forget the tiny bit that was... Oh, thank you. Good catch. I completely forgot that one. Oh boy. Thanks, TV. I'm not gonna go very iridescent with this one. I think it's iridescent enough as is, right? At most, I'll add a little bit of just splashes of color that would look weird, like a little bit of yellow, maybe. Especially around the more mutated parts. What else? Bit of pink, purple, something on the blue. Just going for color theme here. And iridescent oily is the theme for this whole series. I should also update the original a little bit, maybe to add a signature more than anything. I'll do that at some point. Let's just add the same white balance as the others. Go for a little bit of consistency here. Getting a little bit of clarity down. Pump the vibrance up. Deimos. Thank you. No, that's hue. Minus saturation. Although I'm gonna get that green. Is that even green? Aqua. Okay, a little bit of color grading, similar to the other. I just go purple plus a touch of green. Not too much on the purple. Oh. Something like this. Maybe a dash of blue on the midtones. Okay, I want to add also a little bit of weirdness to the plant in the back. That was what I was trying to do. Okay. Let's group all this up. Let's call it butter for the butterfly. Might be a bit bluish. But that might go well with this. It is more pastel. It's kind of iridescent but pastel. If that makes any sense. If the words coming out of my mouth make any sense. I'm gonna go with maybe something like this. And add some dashes. Still gotta brighten things a little, I think. Get the highlights up a little. Hopefully a little bit more interesting here. It's not the best base picture to work with, but you know, gotta make do. It's not bad either. Should make for a pretty nice third picture. There's something that bothers me, it's this, cutting the edge. Gotta try to do something about it. Alright, so I'm gonna first zoom out a little. I'm gonna push out the whole picture at the side. And I'm gonna have to do some magic here. that more or less covers it, but need to blend between the two way better. Not too bad, right? I don't think it's too noticeable. So we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna boop, boop, and here. I like that better. Definitely. We do me some shadow below it though. Let me get to that real quick. Get some soft layer, a soft brush, I mean. Boom. Not a lot to do over here. I might do some very soft shadows on top of some of these areas. Nothing major though. Okay. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, looking nicer with those shadows. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna be posting it until tomorrow, most likely. I might do some changes while I'm away. Away from streaming, that is. I'm gonna do some simple flips, just to check if everything still makes sense, nothing is broken. And that's good. I'm happy with when things aren't broken. Yeah, I think the fractals read well, works well within the story, and this is just like a final little touch, but I wanted to make it clear what the effects are for people that haven't seen the previous installment. I will link it below anyway, but people don't, like 90% of people don't read past the first tweet, as I have discovered by people asking me repeatedly if things are real, even though I clearly state that they're art in like the second tweet in the thread. So yeah, let's not assume people read the whole thread. Simple Flips fan. Oh god, did notice that. But yeah, shoutouts. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little adventure. It's been real fun. Some weird things to figure out, but I like this kind of little problem solving, moment to moment problem solving. We got VTuber mode. It's been fun. Next day we're going back to regular mode until people, I guess, put enough points in it. But yeah, it's been real fun. Let me see if there's anyone cool we can raid. Let's see if there's anyone on the Discord. Live stream, there isn't. Let's see in this other Discord. No, there isn't. You guys got any cool suggestions for people we could raid? Let me know. No, it's all these speedruns that I have on here. So yeah, nothing interesting to you guys. Okay, that's gonna be it then. Thank you everybody who stuck around. It's been real fun. It's been a real active stream. Lots of subscriptions. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, and thank you to everybody that followed. It's been a ton, and that's way more than I can keep up with. I'm gonna have to speed up that animation too for the follows, looks like. Yeah, okay. It's been real fun, guys. I will see you very soon.